Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'll be reviewing the movie Life, which is currently on Prime Videos. So this movie was produced by Judith, Audu, was written and directed by Uyoyou, Adia. So this movie is a story about two women from two different social classes with different backgrounds. So they are both unsatisfied with the life they are living, want to live a different life, wishing they can live another life from the one they are living. So one of them is a wealthy career woman and the other is a struggling, poverty-stricken dancer. So they're not happy with how their life is going. They just wish things could be different, wish for more, wish for something different, and they get what they want, but that comes with unforeseen circumstances. So that's the gist of the movie in a nutshell. So now we're talking about the cast and characters in this movie. For one, we have Yinka. So Yinka is played by Efe Irele. So she's this passionate dancer who is struggling with poverty and debt. So she's wishing for a life of comfort, a life of luxury. She just wants to be, a woman of affluence and importance. Then the second person I'm talking about would be Emma. Her full name is Emma Mode. So she's played by Omowumi Dada. So she is this successful career woman. She works at this advertising agency. She's really doing well for herself business wise. Like, she has life going for her. She's not lacking in the aspect of finances. She has a good house, she has a driver, she has a car. So like everything to the ordinary eye would seem like, this woman is living her best life. But unknown to us, she has this passion for dance. She had always wanted to be a dancer right from childhood, and she keeps having these dreams of her dancing and all of that. So to show that despite the fact that she has all this wealth, success, and stuff, that she still craves for something else, which is that life of a dancer. Then next person I'll be talking about would be Mr. Fred. So Mr. Fred was played by Debo Adebayo, who is popularly known as Mr. Macaroni. So he happens to be Emma's boss. So he's the Oga at this advertising agency, and he played his role very well, like a typical stern boss. And he would scold you when you need to be scolded, and he would, praise you when you've done something well. So he acted his role nicely, and it was also nice to see Mr. Macaroni in a different light, apart from the comedy skits, funny scenes that we're used to seeing him in. Then next person I'm talking about will be Kevwe. So Kevwe was played by Tope. So she is very close friend, or even the best friend of Emma. So they both work at this advertising agency. And I could see that Kevwe was indeed a very, very true friend to Emma. She was one that was, supportive of her. She said it as it was. She told her things she needed to hear, and she was just a friend. She acted her role very nicely. Next person I'm talking about will be Tobi. So Tobi was played by J. Paul, who happens to be friends with Yinka the dancer. So they are very close. They both dance in the same dance group, and I think he likes Yinka, but they didn't really explore like a romantic connection there. But yeah, it was also nice seeing him act. I think it's my first time seeing him on a movie set. Oh yeah. That aside, next person I'm talking about will be Williams. So Williams was played by Eso Dike. So he also works at this advertising agency alongside Emma and Kevwe. So he's this annoying guy that's trying to take Emma's place, because Emma is like one of the best, if not the best, staff at the company. So he is trying to push her out and take over her office, take over her job role and everything. Meanwhile, he doesn't really know much. He's not as talented and skilled as Emma is. But he was just an annoying character, and he acted his annoying role very well. The next person I'm talking about would be Mr. Bayo. So Mr. Bayo, he was the man in charge of the dance group where Yinka used to dance at, and he was sort of like a father figure for her. And yeah, so he acted his role very well, and he's popularly known from his role in slum king. And last person I'm talking about would be Mama. So Mama was this old woman that sort of initiated the whole shift thing that happened between the two ladies. So yeah, so that's that about the cast. So that aside, so basically Emma wanting to live as a dancer, explore this her dream of being a dancer, usually goes to watch what's her name? Yinka's dance shows, and she will just sneak out afterwards. And Yinka on the other end, dealing with debt, she doesn't have money for food, transport and everything. She's basically living from hand to mouth. She just admires this very, very classy, very polished, very put together young woman, and she was just wishing that she could live that life and experience what it feels like to not be in debt, to have the luxury of life and all that comes with it. Both of these women encounter this old woman who now tells them that, be careful what you wish for, basically. Just like that, they both slept and woke up and they were swapped. So Emma was in Yinka's body and, Yinka was in Emma's body. So that's just what the movie portrays. So if you want to see how that turns out, I think you should watch the movie for yourself and see how both ladies would figure out that it's not so rosy at the other side, like it's not perfect as they both thought it was going to be. That aside, the themes in this movie, for one, the movie wanted like hammered a lot on the issue of like contentment, be content and be grateful for the life you have, for like the things you have, be appreciative and be grateful, because considering the fact that they both swapped lives, and you could see that despite the fact that Emma was rich and she had a lot going for her, she was still having like a lot of issues. They still had like a lot of family issues, like her life was not that perfect. So it's just saying that walking a mile in somebody's shoes will make you understand that you should also appreciate the life you are living. You should be content and be grateful for the kind of life you have. Like most of the time, when things don't go your way and when you're just like in a very low place, you just tend to wonder, oh, how I wish I can have that person's life for a day. Why can't I be that person? Like, like things like that. You just your mind just starts to wonder, and you just wish and wish and wish and wish and wish, sort of thing. So just telling us that everybody has things they're dealing with. The richest and the wealthiest persons, celebrities, and all of that. Everybody has like issues. They have their battles they are fighting unknown to us. But because everybody shows up and just hammer through life, doesn't mean you should not appreciate your little wins and the fact that you can wake up and take on the day, sort of thing. So that's one of the moral lessons you should pick up in this movie. Basically, be content and be grateful, be happy and thankful for the life that you have, which was something that these ladies will get to understand later on. Then also it talks about the theme of friendship. Like you could see with both the ladies, with Yinka and her friend Tobi, and also with Emma and with Kevwe. Like despite the fact that things went the way they did, their friends still showed up for them, and were still by their side through it all. You get like good, true friendship would stand the test of time, basically. So the movie has like a very simple and beautiful storyline, which is very relatable, and like it truly expresses how most of us feel with life, like when things are not going your way, and when sometimes you have highs and you have lows, and with what life throws at us, we just wonder and wish and dream and hope for like somebody else's life, or wish that things could have gone this way, sort of thing. So it's just a storyline that you can easily relate to. It's a very deep movie, and it will have you reflecting on life. And yeah, so basically the movie is just centered about around the fact that we should be grateful, we should be content, we should be careful what we wish for. Honestly, like we should be careful what we wish for. Like so it's a very short, very enjoyable movie. It's not the greatest movie, but it's a good watch, so you should watch it if you haven't seen it. Their dance choreographies were not so great, but it was fun to watch regardless. So tell me in the comment section if you've seen this movie, what you picked up from the movie, what you liked and what you did not like from the movie. So yes, so basically we should live the life that we love, and love the life that we're living, and just be grateful, be thankful and be happy that we get to live life every day. And like this video, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and check out my other videos that I would be linking. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.